Hi, this is Brother Sean with eLearning Brothers. In this screencast, I'd like to give you a quick overview of the WorldRace Flash game template and show you some of the basic editing settings and options for it. To begin with, let's go ahead and preview and play the game so I can show you how it works. This is your introduction screen. You could edit the text in here. You could even add your own narration file if you like, and insert pictures too. You'll notice that you have 4 game pieces or characters that you get to choose from. For this example, let's just go ahead and pick let's go with the airplane. Also note that in another tutorial I can show you how to actually change these game pieces if you want to maybe import your own in. Alright, you're taken to a question. This is question number 1. You could obviously edit your own text, copy and paste from a storyboard and put in your own information here. Same with the answers. You'll notice that there's a timer or a countdown timer up in the top right. This timer is actually, I guess, a counting up, and the object of this particular game is to answer all of your questions, in less time. So you don't want to take too long to answer your questions. If you get it wrong, you get remediation text, and your penalty is that your timer keeps going. It keeps counting. So you want to go fast, and if you answer them correct, that's the only way to stop your timer. You get some correct remediation text, and then you move on to your next question. Your game piece also moves around the board based on how many questions you have. It'll move further or less. Question number 2, the timer starts again. If I get it correct, it stops that timer and the game piece continues to move along. You'll notice in the top left the learner will know how many questions by this progress bar here. Each square represents a question that they have to answer, and as they answer it, it illuminates. So they have a couple visual indications on how close they are to getting to the end. Alright, let's go ahead and show you the options now that you can change in this template. To do so, I've got the game opened up in Adobe Flash CS5. Up in my timeline, I'm going to look on the Actions layer and click on the keyframe that has the little A on it. Next, I'll open up my Actions panel. If the Action panel is not open, go up to Window, Actions. Alright, the overall game options, you'll notice that you can set your questions to be randomized by going true or false. The next option is the number of questions. You can change this anywhere from 4 to 20 questions simply by changing the number there. The next option is the question type. You can set it to multiple answer, true or false, multiple choice, or mixed. This particular setting is applicable for the entire game. So whatever you set here will dictate what the rest of the game will be. So if you want the entire game to be all multiple answer, you could just change this mixed to multiple answer. However, if you want question 1 to be multiple answer, but question 2 to be true or false, then you probably want to leave it mixed, and then down below I'll show you where you can actually set each question to be a different question type. Your next section is the game sound options. In another tutorial, I'll show you how to actually import your own sounds and change these sounds for the game. There is an option right in here if you want to turn off all the game sounds. You can just set this to false. The options below are showing you the naming conventions and the names for each of the sounds. So you have your music at the beginning, you have your over and click state for the buttons, and your correct and incorrect sounds. The next section is your narration sound. You can set your instruction sound here, your conclusion sound. And then just below that is the individual question options. This is where you can set your question type for each question, multiple choice, multiple answer, or true or false. You can decide which choice is going to be the correct or incorrect options. And then you have a sound option, a narration sound for your question, your correct remediation, and your incorrect remediation. And you have those options for each of the questions. Well, that's a quick overview of the WorldRace game template and some of the settings for it.